Hello there guys, you're listening to Ebird Online and I'm back with another review. And today we're going to be talking for what I'm sure is going to be the final time about Stephanie and Ryan. So guys, I think this is going to be somewhat of a difficult one and I'm not entirely sure that TLC should have even necessarily shown this. But I guess here we are. So I would like to preface this video by saying these are my opinions, Ebird's opinions. None of what I'm saying is fact. Well, some of what I'm saying is fact, but what I mean is none of the opinions that I'm going to be giving should be necessarily taken as fact. But I do have quite strong opinions on what transpired this week between Stephanie and Ryan. Just before we begin, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so. And a massive thank you to everybody that's subscribed so far. I really do appreciate all of your support. And if you like this video, please don't forget to press the notification bell so you never miss another video. So we start out this week where we left off last week. And that's with Ryan packing his stuff and rushing out of the beach house. And Stephanie running behind him saying, "Are you kidding me? Ryan, I need to talk to you. Ryan, I need you to answer a question for me. Ryan, I need you to sit down right now. Ryan, are you afraid of the truth?" And at this point, Stephanie is standing right outside and Ryan's trying to walk away. And Stephanie said, "You got a condom out?" And crinkle. And then I said, "We need lubricant." And then you said, "Oh, well, there's no rubber." And then she said, "Why would you do this to me, Ryan? Why would you do such a thing?" And Ryan said, "Stephanie, you're just trying to embarrass me." And she said, "No, I'm calling you out, Ryan." And Ryan said, "I've got a cab waiting." And with that, Ryan saunters off into the night. And so Stephanie sits down on the couch. And obviously the film crew are there and the producer asks, "What happened?" And Stephanie explained that she said to Ryan she wants him to wear a condom because she doesn't trust him because they've been apart for 10 months. I suppose it's that and the fact that he's a sneaky individual. And she said they were about to have sex, she said use a condom, and he pretended to put a condom on. Now I'm not exactly sure how he did this, but obviously crinkle means she heard the rustle of the wrapper. She assumed the condom was on. Halfway through sex, Stephanie stopped for lubricant and Ryan informed her that there was no condom. And Stephanie said, "But what do you mean?" And he said, "Well, I put it by the bedside, but I didn't put it on." And Stephanie said it was the one thing that I wanted from him. In 10 months, well, there's a lot of cheating that can be done in 10 months. And then Ryan started saying, "I love you and I want to come to Michigan." And Stephanie said, "No, it's over. When the truth is being told, I'm a very forgiving woman, but when I'm being lied to, F off and die." And then we cut to scenes of Ryan walking out of the hotel. And it doesn't look to me like there's any taxi waiting for him at all. So guys, I guess this is it. This is the sexual assault that Stephanie has been talking about. And remember I said last week she wanted to sue TLC for still continuing to have Ryan on the show. And the one problem I had with the whole story and the one thing I didn't understand is, if you were assaulted, why didn't you just go to the police? Or why weren't some sort of authorities informed? Now I understand completely why. Because ostensibly what she's saying is that she didn't consent to having sex without a condom. And there is a name for this, it's called stealthing, and we'll talk about it a bit more later. But it's only just been made a crime in the UK in 2020, so I sincerely doubt it was a crime in Belize. There would have been no one for her to really go to, and the truth be told, I've only discovered today that it's a crime in the UK. I wasn't aware that it was. So interestingly enough, when they ask Ryan about it, he says, "We always bring condoms, she never ever trusts me, and then we never ever use them." And according to him, his reason for walking out was because she kept accusing him of cheating, so he thought, "She's crazy, I'm out of here." And you thought that halfway through sex, did you? Interesting. So we all saw that there were 40 condoms because there was much chit chat about it a couple of days ago. And it seems to me that Ryan's not denying what he's doing, he's just saying, "We always do this. We never use a condom." But unfortunately, Ryan, as far as I'm concerned, that's not good enough. If on this occasion you both agreed to wear a condom, then you should have been wearing the condom. If you didn't want to wear the condom, absolutely fine. You tell Stephanie and then she can make her own decision as to if she wants to sleep with you or not. Rustling the wrapper and pretending you've put a condom on is what's known as stealthing. So stealthing's when a partner secretly removes a condom during sex without the other person's consent. And so as of 2020, stealthing is punishable as a form of sexual assault in the UK. But stealthing's not actually a crime in the USA. Now try as I might, I couldn't find any reference to if it was illegal or not in Belize. I really imagine that it isn't. But if I look at both stories, Ryan doesn't deny doing this at all. And his only real defence is, we've done it before. But in the eyes of the law, obviously, and morally, it makes no difference what happened before. It's what's happening now. So yeah, that's how I see what happened there. And for the very first time, I'm saying, well done to Stephanie for getting rid of Ryan, because that was a despicable thing to do to her. And it's very interesting this week, I've been looking at what people have been saying about this on Twitter, and they're talking about all Stephanie's wrongdoings in the past. That's as may be, but just because somebody's done something wrong previously doesn't mean you can be sexually assaulted or in fact assaulted in any way. And it goes without saying that Stephanie's emotional and financial abuse of Ryan in no way negates Ryan's sexual abuse of Stephanie. But there's an awful lot of people saying, well, she kind of brought it on herself because of the way that she's behaved. Don't agree, don't believe it. And also people are saying she's just trying to get back at him because he cheated on her. And if Ryan had said, nope, I definitely didn't do it, I'd have to throw my hands in the air and say, he said, she said, nobody knows what happened. But Ryan's story is pretty much the same as hers. The only difference is he's putting in the fact we never used to wear a condom before. So what? And as far as I'm concerned, that's just irrelevant information. So well done Stephanie on kicking Ryan out. It seems as if Stephanie's now started to make good decisions. But then Stephanie suddenly remembers what about her mum's engagement ring. Oh Stephanie, that's long gone. And Stephanie tells us, it's my mother's engagement ring. I can't believe it. I bet he's stolen my mother's engagement ring. The one thing that he would do, that he would know that would wind me up, is to take my mother's engagement ring. Where is that engagement ring of my mother's? Oh my God, if Ryan's stolen my mother's engagement ring, I don't know what I'll do. And she haphazardly flaps around the room and finds it within about 2 minutes. And it's for some strange reason in the bed. And so what does she do next? She rings Ryan. Stephanie, what for? This person's just assaulted you. And she said, thank you so much, Ryan, for not stealing my mother's engagement ring. If you'd have taken my mother's engagement ring, I don't know what I would have done. Taking my mother's engagement ring is the one way that you could have ever hurt me. So thank you for not taking my mother's engagement ring, Stephanie. We get it. He hasn't got your mother's engagement ring. You've got it. Leave it alone now. Let that little rat go. Secure counselling for yourself and get on with your life. But instead she decides to ask him, just one question, Ryan. Answer me this one thing. Why did you pretend to put a condom on and then not? I asked you only to do one thing for me and you couldn't even do that. And Ryan said, you'd take me that low? And she was like, you're lower than low. And then he said, you're flipping out. You have trust issues. That's quite interesting. Ryan, I'm looking at this point for a denial. I'm looking at this point for you to say, oh, I thought that was what we both wanted. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for you to change the topic and to say, she's got trust issues. This we know. But for me, Ryan's denial just isn't even there. And she said, you're lying to me, Ryan. And he said, no, Stephanie, you're the liar. What about Harris? And then she said, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Like, are you kidding me? And she said, I'm going to get myself a little cabana and basically I'll give him thousands and thousands of pounds worth of watches, clothes, sliders, everything. And he said, oh God, Stephanie, you're crazy. And then she tapped on the phone screen 3 times and said, Ryan, it's over. And he put the phone down and she said he hung up. Perfect. Stephanie, it's rarely perfect when somebody hangs the phone up on you. I find it's far more satisfying to get him first. But that's just me. And then she went, it's over. Done, 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 done. This whole scene was quite perplexing. But I definitely want to see Stephanie try and get a partner from the US now and not someone from Belize, because the simple fact is she wants to buy somebody and she's still saying to Ryan, I'm going to give all these thousands of pounds worth of watches away. Ryan left them with you. He left them there. He doesn't want them. If he did, he'd have them. Stephanie just needs to pull away from this whole idea of purchasing love. Then she decides to go and call Harris. And she said, Harris, come over now. And he said, no, I'll see you tomorrow. And she said, please do, make sure that you do. And she said to him, what's wrong with your cousin Ryan? And Harris said, I told you he's not right in the head. And she said, I need a friendly face. Come and see me tomorrow, please. But then he too seemed to hang up on her. Perfect. And next up, she calls her old friend Maria. Maria of Terrible Tarot. And Maria said, what's up? Oh, Maria. And Maria's just finished using some joke binoculars. And Stephanie tells her the whole story. And to be fair, she did look really angry and she said, that dirty little MF. And straight away she said, you better get tested. And she said, really, you need to just get your ass on a plane and get back here ASAP. And then Stephanie said, I need some advice over Harris. Do I need to see him? Or do I just get on a plane and come straight home? And then Maria said, well, if there are only 2 men on earth, I'd choose Harris over Ryan. Oh Maria, there aren't 2 men on earth though, are there? There are 3.5 billion, so why even say that? And then she said, I still think that Harris has a motive. But completely forget about Ryan, get your ass home, and then you can see about Harris afterwards. So I understand what Maria was doing. Maria was trying to say, well, Harris is the better of the two. Again, irrelevant. It means nothing. Harris could actually be the best of 5, if you include Roman Polanski, Bill Cosby, and Harvey Weinstein. But we're not now, are we? But what I think Maria was trying to do was to say, whatever you do, Ryan is the worst of all time. Forget about Ryan, which I think she has done now. But I understand what Maria was saying, and that's what I think Maria's been doing this whole time. But as she was signing off, Stephanie said, thanks so much, Maria. I just wanted to make sure that that's what you were going to say. What? You wanted to make sure she was going to say, come home straight away? Because that's what she did say. What did you hear, Stephanie? Let's hear what you heard. And then she said to producers, I'm going to see Harris tomorrow. Oh my God, this is happening so fast. It's not really happening fast. It's not really fast as such, it's simultaneous. You've been going out with Ryan and Harris simultaneously on and off for the past 2 years. That's how I see it. Why are you seeing Harris for? And then she said, Maria's given me signals that she sees a lot of great signs within Harris. Oh Lord, Maria's given you no such signals. You've chosen to ignore the fact that she said, come home tomorrow and get yourself tested, which is great advice. I doubt she got it from the tarot cards. But you've chosen to interpret what she said as a thumbs up for Harris. It isn't. He's just the best of a very bad bunch. And that's where we leave proceedings for this week. So what does the Ebird make from all of this? Well, you already know my views on what happened with Ryan and Stephanie earlier. But what I would like for Stephanie to do now is to get onto a plane tomorrow, pack up and go back to Michigan, and preferably try and seek some sort of counselling. She did say when we first met Stephanie that she'd had a really turbulent childhood, and I think we just see that playing out week after week after week. Her staying there just to hang around with Harris is completely pointless. And as for Ryan, as of this point, I officially don't care what happens to Ryan in any way, shape or form. So guys, let me know what you think on this whole matter. Please be as sensitive as possible for obvious reasons, and I will answer as many of your comments as I can. I'm sorry I couldn't be more upbeat tonight, but I guess sometimes the material has to dictate your tone. So thank you guys so much for listening. Just before I go, if you haven't done so already, please press that big red subscribe button and make Ebird a very happy Ebird. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to smash the like button, and I'll see you very soon with another video. You've been listening to Ebird Online, and I bid you good day.